Hello friends, I hope you all are doing well. Now today we are going to start with read aloud. In this task every student is struggling. I hope we will fix this issue with our hidden tips and tricks. In this task you have to be more fluent, good in pronunciation and be on a content. There are lots of strategies to fix the issue, but we only recommend our students to take pauses at the right time and do the read aloud in a very polite manner. Like once you start with a level of one pitch, you have to be on a level of one pitch at the end of the read aloud task. So we are going to start in another slide. Scoring criteria. Scoring criteria in read aloud. The score will be credited in partial section and reading and speaking part. In this task, you have to be more fluent, good in pronunciation and content oriented. Each replacement of word will count as a one error. Omission or insertion of the words counts as a one error. Maximum score depends on the length of the item prompt. In pronunciation, you have to be pronunciate like a native speaker, and for your fluency, you have to be more fluent like a native speaker. Introduction of the read aloud. This is a long answer item type that integrates speaking and reading skills and requires test taker to read a short text aloud using correct pronunciation and intonation. The given below example is going to start to know about the pronunciation and intonation. Now we are going to start. Analysts were impressed by the improvement in margins reported across all regions, apart from the United Kingdom, and said that this reflected a clear effort to improve profitability across the business. Although the turnaround is still in its early stages and the valuation looks full, given the challenge of turning around such a large and complex business, this is certainly an impressive start. Now in an example, we had tried to speak all the words with intonation. Now in next step, we have to present the item type. There are lots of strategy. Now we are going to use one strategy. In this strategy, you have 30 to 40 seconds to go through the text. In this strategy, we will read it silently, trying to decode any words you do not know using context and word structure clues. Like, analysts were impressed by the improvement in margins reported across regions apart from United Kingdom, and said that this reflected a clear effort to improve profitability across the business. Although the turnaround is still in its early stages and valuation looks full, given the challenge of turning around such a large complex business, this is certainly an impressive start. Now in this text, if you are facing problem like analysts impressed, improvement, profitability, now you have to speak it 2 to 5 times. Profitability, although, turnaround. Wherever you are facing problem, repeat it 2 to 5 times in between your practice. Now another strategy is to, when you speak into the microphone, read every single word. Do not skip words or rush through. Apply your letter sound knowledge or phonemic awareness to pronounce unfamiliar words. Like whenever you are going to start your task, just read every word, don't skip or don't in a rush. Like skipping words is analyst impressed by the improvement margins reported across all regions. Here I have skipped the words were and in. And in another way, like analysts were impressed by the improvement in margin of reported across all region apart from the United Kingdom. So the rush will directly impact your marks, fluency marks. And fluency you will get 0. Why? Because rushing will affect your pronunciation and also the skipping problem. So best way to do the read aloud is to be very comfortable while reading. Now in another strategy, we are going to speak like a native speaker. In this strategy, you have to be more fluent. Like when you speak, try to link the words within phrases and do not emphasize grammar words such as preposition and articles. This will help you achieve native-like rhythm and phrasing and sound more fluent. Like whenever you start reading the text, like analysts were impressed by the improvement in margin reported across all regions apart from the United Kingdom and said that this reflected a clear effort to improve profitability across the businesses. Although the turnaround is still its early stages and the valuation looks full. Given the challenging of turning around such a large and complex business, this is certainly an impressive start. Now what we have to do, we have to speak every word with intonation and we have to take a pause at right stage, right level. Like once we are getting comma or stop, we have to be pause. But in preposition or articles, we don't have to be pause there. At the end, we are going to start our example with a full-fledged. Analysts were impressed by the improvement in margins reported across all regions apart from the United Kingdom and said that this reflected a clear effort to improve profitability across the business. Although the turnaround is still in its early stages and the valuation looks full. Given the challenge of turning around such a large and complex business, this is certainly an impressive start.